Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the friendly confines of Steelhawks Community Arena in Paris, Ontario for Week 1 of the Arena Lacrosse League as we bring you a rematch of last season's All-Cup Championship game featuring the visiting and defending champion Whitby Steelhawks taking on the Paris Riverwolves. I'm Lance Wynn, working alongside Gary Morrison and the JVI production crew. Glad to have you with us here, and in last year's final, an injury may have been the difference as the Steelhawks held on for a 12-10 win, but this season, a little different. Whitby will not have their MVP, Austin Murphy, will not have the championship game MVP, Blaze Reardon, will not. Changing of the guard. The Riverwolves on the other side, will they welcome back their nucleus that includes their captain, Mike Burke, Dan Keene, and Drake Smith. They will try to lead them back to the promised land. Starting goalies for tonight's game for the Steelhawks, it'll be Bailey Brown, the Milton native. He'll be between the pipes. And for the Riverwolves, it'll be the veteran, Nolan Clayton. Officials for tonight's game, it'll be Roger Nurse is the crew chief. He'll be joined by John Sutcliffe and John Zabo. Head coaches for tonight's game for Whitby, Brad MacArthur is the head coach and GM. Gavin Prout is the co-head coach, and assistant coaches are Chad Culpit and Ryan McMichael. Flip it over, Jamie Dubrick at the helm for the Riverwolves. He's the GM and head coach entering his third season, and his assistant is Chris Driscoll. So we are all set to go here. Some familiar faces not in the Steelhawks lineup. Like we said, Cam Milligan missing. Corey Upshaw also missing, as is Dalton Landry and Travis Sabalks. For the Riverwolves, who finished second overall last year, they're missing quite a few in Braden Curran, Drew Quinlan, Wes Cooey, Kyle McFadden, the transition expert in Brett Albicus, and Hunter Angus. So we are underway here and off the draw. Ball loose, a slip on the carpet and an incidental high stick. And Paris with possession, good hit, rolling near the crease and in the crease. Good defense by the Steelhawks, who of course finished with the championship banner last year, and they come in with a strong lineup. First possession goes awry, and Paris will force the turnover. And moving it up will be Travis Burton. And just gets it over the timeline in time here as they'll set things up. And it'll be Dan Keene, the sniper, working the right side. Be aware of Mike Burke, also the captain. He will spearhead that. A hard shot from Keene. And a good save made by Bailey Brown. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game, and it's a slash call, and we'll get you the name of the culprit, but this power play brought to you by Visionware, and the Paris power play will go to work. Good backhand and underhand goes awry. That's going to go over the timeline, and that will be Steelhawks possession. And coming in transition, a good try and a beautiful bounce shot. And it's the Steelhawks that get on the board. They lead this one 1-0. So back to the draw here. Adam Peroni opens the scoring for the Steelhawks. Short-handed marker. And the Riverwolves will try to gain possession, go back on the power play. Ball continues to be loose, scooped up nicely, and couldn't hold on to it. So a good job there to corral that by Josh Medeiros. Drake Smith down on the right crease. Of course, working the top up there is Mike Burke. And Keene on now slides down to the right crease. Good hard shot, stopped by Brown. Ball loose in the corner. And they'll get a fresh clock to work things out again. Another hard shot off the post. That'll go the length of the rink. And Nolan Clayton will set it up on the reset. 46 seconds left in the man advantage. Quick cross pass to Spencer Pike. Pike, of course, had a good season last season. Smith shot blocked. Bailey Brown scoops it up, and he'll send the outlet. They'll move things up. Peroni, long pass in the transition. Great fake. Good save by Clayton. Off the rebound, another good save. And it's going to be a too many men call. 4-on-4 here to start things off for 17 more seconds. Good work on the left side. That running shot goes awry. Loose ball in the corner. Battling in that corner is Burton, and the Steelhawks come away with it. Dylan Hutchinson will set things up, and now they'll go to work on the power play. Hutchinson on the left shooter spot down to Cody McMahon. Fakes that. Sends a pass inside, but his brother Jamie McMahon doing a good job closing that up. Lead pass. And some good defense by the Steelhawks as they regain possession. Minute 10 to go in the power play. 1-0 to score in favor of the Steelhawks. Working around the horn. Good fake. Better stop. And a good job to get it up and over the line was Burton. Burke will send it over to Medeiros. Medeiros will find his way off and dump it back to Burke. Burke, the captain, loses it. Good defense flipped up. And headman as Whitby will get it over the timeline. 25 seconds to go in the man advantage. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Steelhawks working it around, playing a two-man game. And they'll swing it now to the right side. Winding up McMahon, and it's a beauty. Low underhand. Finds the corner. And Cody McMahon's first of the season gives the Steelhawks a 2-0 lead. Back to it as the two Matts, Matt Kim and Matt Lee, face off. And it will be Lee that comes away with it, and Paris now with possession. Keene working the right side, looking for a screen from Smith. Keene and Smith working the screen and roll. Keene holds on to it, being harassed, swings it over to Pike. McMahon cross pass and loose in the corner. Shot clock under 5, and Whitby does a good job on that defensive set as Bailey Brown looking for someone to pass to with a good pass up the middle. That's a Cole Spear. Or Grant Scott, my apologies, as the Whitby number's a little tough to see here. Good defense. 8 seconds to go. Travis Burton doing a good job of closing it up. They throw it away, and it's going to be Paris ball. Play it where it lies here with 9:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Steelhawks with a 2-0 lead. And Paris now looking for the cross-court pass. Pike tries to tuck one in. Good fake. Couldn't find the mark as Brown had every angle covered. Whitby now wheeling and dealing, trying to get it over that timeline. And they do a good job. That was Mike Byrne getting it done. The offense going to work now. McMahon winding up overhand. And Cody McMahon sniping from the left side, his second of the game, and it's 3-0 for Whitby. So the Steelhawks have come flying out of the gate here. And Jamie McMahon off the draw does a good job to get it back, and the Riverwolves with possession. But it seems like that swarming Whitby defense is all over. Logan Holmes working that side, swings it back over. Drake Smith has a little room, lets it go wide, And the rebound is corralled by the Steelhawks. Outlet pass, though, goes over the timeline. And a good effort there by Blaze McCullough, but he can't come up with it. Nolan Clayton does. Of course, this Riverwolves lineup just a bit undermanned as that shot is blocked. It looks like it went off a stick, and back in transition come the Steelhawks, and that shot in the back of the net. So a good job of transition lacrosse by the Whitby Steelhawks, and they lead this one now 4-0. Cole Spear with his first of the season, and Whitby with a 4-goal advantage here with just over 8 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Ball loose off the draw. Good flip ahead. Medeiros, wrong stick side, finds the corner. So Josh Medeiros gets his team on the board with his first of the season, and they trail this one 4-1. Back to work here as Jamie McMahon does a good job of winning the job, but the possession goes to the Steelhawks, and they will set things up as Matt Kim will dish it off, and on come the offense. Grant Smith, good take, but a better save by Nolan Clayton. And Paris now regains possession. Looking to get it over the timeline is Medeiros. He does. Jamie McMahon. Of course, brother Cody on the other side. Working that right side is Burke. Good team defense by the Steelhawks. Holmes looking back out and can't find Drake Smith. But a good job there over and back. Just not conscious of that center line, but a good attempt. Either way, it's Whitby ball. Dylan Hutchinson, one of the mainstays for the Steelhawks. He'll dump it off to Adam Peroni and come back around. Shot on the run. Goes awry up on the screen, and it's going to stay here. Whitby ball as it went off a Riverwolves defender. And a fresh clock here for Whitby. 6:30 to go here, opening quarter, and a tough overhand try. But corralling that rebound and resetting that clock are the Steelhawks. Peroni all over the offense. Good cut. Couldn't connect on the pass, and Clayton now will send the outlet pass to Jonah Beam. Beam will retreat to the bench and give it off to Keene. Keene flip back to Burke. Burke with some room. Good overhand. Stopped by Bailey Brown. Outlet. And transition will move it right up for the Steelhawks. They come right back. Good save by Clayton. And back come the Riverwolves. Ryan Desvo can't find the mark, but Pike there to corral the rebound. Spencer Pike hasn't been able to get that big shot off yet. Drake Smith flip back to Keene. Keene double teamed. And they're going to call a slash on the play. And for the second time this game, the Riverwolves will go to work on the power play. A Visionware power play as they'll work it around the horn. Pike. Keene. Burke to Smith. Back to Burke. Overhand. Wide. Brown. Pick it up off the back of the net and flip it. Got to hurry. Only have 8 seconds. Half of that's gone, and a good pass, but right into the stick of Smith. And he'll turn it around quick. Cutting right in. Good try by Logan Holmes, but Bailey Brown there to shut the door. And we're going to have ourselves the first timeout So after the officials' timeout, the Steelhawks still a man short for another minute 20 as Hutchinson will try and kill some clock. Edie will kill the clock again with 5 seconds left, takes a shot, stopped by Clayton. And the Riverwolves now will try and get over the timeline and go to work on offense. Keene. Smith sliding down to the right crease, and Mike Burke, the captain, out to quarterback this power play with under 40 seconds to go. Working the left side this time. Tried to cross side. Pike picks it up and finds the mark. Spencer Pike, a good job to jump on that rebound, and he notches his first of the season and cuts the deficit now to 4-2. Back in the circle now, Jamie McMahon and Matt Kim. And the Riverwolves will regain possession. Good hit there on Burton. Burton still with it, battling hard, and a good job to maintain possession. Pike, hard to the net, and no goal called, crease on the play. And back will come the Steelhawks. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Steelhawks with a 4-2 lead. They will work it around, working the left side, find the trailer, long shot, stopped by Clayton. And picked up. And again, doing a good job was Marcus Michelio. Or Menicio. Let me make sure I get that right. Turnover results in Steelhawks ball, and good snap pass looking up the middle. But good defense there. That was Lachlan Elder doing a good job. Cutter and Burke can't find the mark. Smith in the corner. And finds Pike. Pike off the crossbar. And back come the Steelhawks. Legging that one over the timeline was Paxton LaRue. Good spin move. Bounce shot. No 5-hole. Rebound. Another save by Clayton. And hard the other way will be Rob King. King, the defensive specialist, will flip it off and retreat to the bench. No room there for Desvo. And back come the Steelhawks. Kim. Cody McMahon on the left side working the half boards, and they're going to be coincidental minors. McMahon will start the offense and working that right side. But Clayton had the angle covered, and back come the Riverwolves. Looking for some transition. A good job there to get it up over the timeline in Minicello. And he will flip it and get off. Good hard overhand from Keene. Burke and Keene double team. Can't get it though. And with numbers, the Riverwolves can't corral the pass. Backhand goes awry. And it'll be King now that will bring it back the other way. He'll get it over the timeline as we are just approaching the 1 minute mark left here in the quarter. Smith looking on the dump pass. Swing across, Logan Holmes looking for an opening, looking for Burke. Burke flipped to Smith. Smith can't handle it. No go on the Indian pickup, and that'll be a violation, but they lost it, so the Riverwolves will get another clock. Back down. Smith, corner. Buries it, his first of the season, and the Riverwolves close the gap to 1. They now trail 4-3. So a bit of a momentum swing as the Steelhawks notched the first 4 goals of this game, but it's been Paris that has responded with 4 of their own, and we're all tied. I'm sorry, we're not tied. It's 4-3 game. 15 seconds to go here, and timeout called by the Riverwolves. So the momentum swing with 3 unanswered from the Riverwolves has closed the gap here. And with 13 seconds to go in the quarter, Paris will play for the last shot. Keane on the half boards working to Burke. Back to Keane. Keane crossed to Spencer Pike. The bullet, his second of the game. And we're all knotted at 4 with just 1 second to go in the quarter. So the draw will be incidental as that 1 second. So a big goal by the Riverwolves with a second to go, and we're all tied 4-4 at the end of 1. Back here for quarter number 2, all knotted at 4, and it has been a game of runs so far, with Whitby scoring the first 4 and Paris managing to score the next, including a last-second goal by Spencer Pike to tie it at 4. Loose off the draw again, and it'll be Kim that comes away with the loose ball. Riverwolves going the other way now. Sorry, I say Kim, that's Matt Lee. Apologize to you, Matt. Hope we're still friends. As Smith will dump it down. Keane looking for an opening. Lee hits the deck. Keane will just slide it into the corner as the shot clock winds down. And the Steelhawks will bring it back out with their first possession of this second quarter. Cody McMahon has 2 of the Steelhawks' 4 goals so far. Working the right side. Jonah Beam playing some solid defense. He will harass everyone. Good tough shot, but Clayton there, backhand try, is blocked. And a reset for the Steelhawks. They'll get it back to the top. And it's going to be a too many men call. So Garrett Lewis, the in-house, will serve the penalty for the Steelhawks as the Riverwolves go back on the power play. Swung over Pike with a good hard shot. Can't find the mark. Rebound corralled and called a reset. That one went off the post. And a good job by Burke to keep it from the timeline. Got some room. Overhand bounce goes wide. And that goes over the timeline, speeding back and trying to gain an extra step was Riley Palmer. And it was blown down well in advance by John Zabo, the official, and he will confer with the crew chief, Roger Nurse, and John Sutcliffe to just make sure that they're on the same page, and they are. So back to action here as Dylan Hutchinson will kickstart the short-handed man short, and they will try to work the clock down with 15 seconds to go in the shot clock. Got a good shot off, and the Steelhawks corral the rebound. So another 30 to kill here for Whitby as a double team with Jonah Beam and Matt Lee. And it's going to be big Jonah Beam that's going to find himself in the penalty box. 4-on-4 here for 58 seconds. Hutchinson will kickstart it. They work the right side. Good drive to the net, but could not find the mark. And back come Jamie McMahon and the Riverwolves. Dump off to Burke, and Burke will wait for the rest of the offensive troops. Pike with a little room. Brings it back in. Burke, good cross pass and a quick stick, and it's a beauty. So an outstanding pass. Off the draw, good win by Jamie McMahon. Flips it back to Medeiros. Medeiros will leg it over the line, and still all even here. 4 aside for 15 more seconds. Riverwolves with a 5-4 advantage. We will get you that goal scorer in a minute. But right now it's Smith. Inside out, flip back. Good underhand pass and out of the box. And the Steelhawks now will move it back in transition. They have numbers. Sizing that up was Lee. Good save by Clayton. And that's going to be Riverwolves' ball on the early boarding. Back the other way, Paris. Burke flips to Keene. Keene sizing things up. 2-man game on the right side. Keene swing it across, get it back. One-on-one with some room. Good screen, good underhand, good save. Riverwolves retain possession, fresh 30. Desvo working in that corner, had a notion, and he'll bring it back around and turns it over. Steelhawks will get possession deep in the Paris end and set things up. Garrett Eady will swing it around. Dylan Hutchinson out there as well on the left side. Kick it back up. Jeff Fernandez. He'll swing it. Overhand way over the net. Rebound. Jamie McMahon tough in the middle there. Does a good job to roll out and gets a good outlet pass. And here come the Riverwolves. Thomas Whitty doing a good job there. He'll retreat. Offense will go back to work. Good hard shot from Keene. Wide of the mark. Off the screen, and it'll go back the other way. Steelhawks with 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Plenty of stick work going on. Loose ball to the Steelhawks. McMahon had a shot, and it's going to be Paris ball going the other way. King. Good head man up to Lachlan Elder. Elder looking in the middle of Pike. Pike's bounce shot wide. And they can't get a hold of that rebound, and Paris now with a fresh clock. Burke. Swing it over. Smith. Keene. Big shot again off the shoulder pad. And a good save by Bailey Brown. Of course, Bailey Brown, a Milton native, played his minor lacrosse in Milton. And trying to tiptoe through that crease line, but not able to stay out of the white, and it'll be the Steelhawks. A bit of a lapse there as that pass went awry, and Nolan Clayton digging in that behind the net, and a good job there by Matt Lee to come away with it. Medeiros flip back, and a good save by Burton. And some questionable stick work there as the screen and roll. And that's going to be a possession call and send the ball the other way. Whitby now will leg it over the timeline. Dump it off. Good defense there by Blaze McCullough. Working behind the net, back out to the top. Good job of faking that shot, but that's all it did was Dylan Hutchinson, and here come Paris. They got numbers, Jamie McMahon. Bad pass, and Brown will bring it in and move it up. McCullough, flip. Jeff Fernandez working one-on-one. Comes back, good roll. Dumps it back to the top. Good hard shot, finds the post. So a good shot by Edie. Found the mark. Beat Clayton, couldn't beat the iron. Working the clock here. Working that left side. Sorry, right side. Good curl, but they're going to call an illegal cross check on the play, and set to go here as the Riverwolves will go back to work on the Visionware power play. This time it'll be Spencer Pike that will quarterback. He's got 2 of Paris's 5. Big hard shot off the crossbar. And goes the length of the rink. And Clayton will send it back up, and they'll go back to work with a fresh clock. Some good coaching by Jamie Dubrick and Chris Driscoll to put that big shot of Pike right at the top as opposed to the left shooter. Good cross feed to Keene. Keene has had his shots, and Bailey Brown is getting a steady diet as they're going to correct that. Looks like it went off the shoulder of Brown and into the screen, so Paris will retain possession. (5-4) the score in favor of the Riverwolves in another good one between these two teams. This, of course, their first game of this season. Underhand finds the other post. So plenty of iron here. Worked as the Riverwolves go back-to-back on the posts. And that one's going to go over the timeline. Whitby's going to come flying out, and they will play it immediately and jump on it. No numbers. They'll dump it into the corner and set things up. So 44 seconds to go in the penalty. And they're going to work the shot clock down at the very least. Paris will remain compact on D to close any middles. A shot, Clayton. And it'll come back the other way in Lee. Lee will give it off, and Medeiros will get it over the timeline and find Keene. Pike sliding back over, actually remaining at the top. He's got Burke now on the right shooter. Keene half boards. Pike, big shot off a stick. And Whitby will try to move it up in transition. A good job by Pike to slow him up. They've got the numbers. Hitting the trailer, big shot wide. And takes a funny bounce. No chance there for Kim to knock it down. Keene with a tough spin shot. Couldn't find the mark. Great hustle for that loose ball, and it's the Steelhawks that come away with it. They move it over the timeline. 2-on-1 off the post. Good save off the rebound by Clayton. And the Riverwolves now going to work on the left side. Minicello. Dump it off, and he will hustle his way off, but not before a little love tap on the way by. Back now left side. Skip pass to Smith, stopped by Brown. 4:35 to go. Brown unleashes a bullet that found no one, and a quick turnover gives the Riverwolves the ball. Looking for Burke as he cut through. Keene in the corner. Double teamed. Loses it. Gets knocked down. And finally gets some help from Burke, but the Steelhawks come away with it. They hustle, get it over the timeline, and we're all even now at 5 apiece. 5-4 in favor of the Riverwolves as the Steelhawks will go to work on offense. Grant Scott swung over. That pass found no one. Good headman by Jonah Beam, and ensuing turnovers as both teams in the Christmas spirit decide to give it away. Steelhawks doing their own version of officiating as they go to work. Good dump off on the screen and roll. Can't find the mark and ball loose. McMahon, Cody. That one is stick knocked away. Good hustle. And Jonah Beam will win that battle. And the Riverwolves with possession. Steelhawks extending their D. Doing a good job with the man pressure. Approaching the 3-minute mark to go here in the opening half. Good shot, top corner. And it's the captain, Mike Burke, with his first of the season. And he gives the Riverwolves a 6-4 lead. Back in the circle here as Jamie McMahon does a good job winning the draw again. He's taken on that role this season as being a bit more offensive minded, and I'm sure Jamie Dubrick is counting on him for some leadership. And it looks like Rob King might be finding his way to the sin bin, and there could be more. Good job by the officials to set things straight. You see Ryan DeGurden sort of pleading his case, so the Riverwolves will get a penalty shot on the play here. So it will be the first penalty shot of this Arena Lacrosse League season, and here we go here with Spencer Pike. Good fake, can't find the mark. So Bailey Brown stones Spencer Pike. And the call on the play was a dead ball foul, a late push, and that's what resulted in the third penalty and why that penalty shot was awarded to the Riverwolves. So 2 men short now as we get set off the draw, and a good job off the draw this time. It's Matt Kim, and he's got to log some time with the double team, and he spins out of one and another. So Kim doing a good job and finally steps into the crease. So the Riverwolves now will go to work with a 2-man advantage and leading this one 6-4. So a chance here to increase the lead at the very least, 1 maybe 2 if they can work the clock sufficiently. Round the horn, Burke, Keene, fakes, stopped by Brown. And he's going to dump it out with another bullet pass they can't handle. Good job there by Logan Holmes to corral it, and a quick shot by Desvaux. I think it's moving down, and Whitby now will try to leg some more time. Under a minute to go in the penalties. And just tiptoeing across that crease. And back come Paris now with another chance to capitalize. Steelhawks in the triangle will extend that as you'll see it morph. Dumps it down low, and picking that corner was Desvaux, and he increases the Riverhawks lead now to 7-4. Back to work off the draw here as McMahon continues to be successful in that circle, and the Riverwolves have taken the wind out of the sails of these Steelhawks. As I shouldn't say they have. The Steelhawks have done that to themselves as there's 20 seconds to go in the final penalty. Big shot right off the mark by Bailey Brown as he pops up and gets a 4-second call. That's a turnover. And Keene now, the right corner. On the crease will head it up to Burke. Burke will slide and dump it. Pike back to Keene. Quick stick. Can't find the mark. Reset on the play, and Paris now will work some clock with 30 seconds to go here in the opening half. Burke looking for a cutting. Pike can't handle it. Flip up. And in transition come the Steelhawks, and they find the mark on a big goal. Timely to say the least with 19 seconds to go. And it's 7-5. So Ryan Degerton with his first Arena Lacrosse League goal closes the gap to 2, and we're at the 15-second mark to go here. Loose ball in the circle. Battle ensues. Burton in there digging, flying, bodies everywhere on the scrum. 5 seconds to go, clock winding down, and that will do it for the opening half. A half that has seen a little bit of everything. 7-5 in favor of the Riverwolves. 7-5 in favor of the home team from Paris, the Riverwolves. 4-4 after 1. Ball loose, teams 5 aside here, all even. Medeiros, he'll flip it up. And it will be Spencer Pike. Good swarming defense from the Steelhawks. Keene on the half boards. On the right side, curls out, looking for an opening. Takes a shot, stopped by Bailey Brown. Big rebound. Loose and scooped up by the Steelhawks. Good job by Matt Kim. His first year in the Arena Lacrosse League, of course, the third season of the All, now affiliated with the NLL as their official minor league. Good spin, turn, and fire. So just what Gavin Prout and Brad MacArthur asked for. And it's a 7-6 game. In the circle again, McMahon. And it'll go back to the other way with the Steelhawks. Good job weaving, dodging, and flipping it. Some good work by Riley Palmer, and that ball's going to go all the way down to Brown. He'll get it, zip the pass out, and it'll be a fresh 30 for Whitby. Looking for the cutter, can't find him. And it goes in the corner. Swung back to the top. Edie, shot. Stopped by Clayton, and here come the Riverwolves. Good job there by Whitty. And he'll dump it out. Pike looking for a cutter. Keene tries an around the shoulder. And stopped by Brown. Transition the other way. That's knocked away, and the Riverwolves are going to come back with it. 2-on-2. Trailer coming. They find him, and a good shot. Good save by Bailey Brown. Bailey Brown has been outstanding between the pipes, as has Nolan Clayton in this 7-6 game. Steelhawks working the right side, swung over to the left. Big shot, wide of the mark. And Paris now get the rebound. Spin out of trouble was Jonah Beam. He'll get it over the timeline, and it will be Elder that will work it. Tiptoeing was Keene, and he clipped just a bit of the white and broke his shaft at the same time. And it looks like there could be a penalty called on the play. And that is the call, as Drake Smith will head to the penalty box, and the Steelhawks will go back to work with a man advantage. Whitby now will work it around the horn here with 12 minutes to go in the third. Swung back around as Cody McMahon is the quarterback. Back down left side, ill-advised shot. 10 seconds on the shot clock. On the right, fake shot stopped by Nolan Clayton. And he will loft it out towards the bench. A good job of coming back for it was Desvo. And that will go all the way down, and it will be Whitby ball. Steelhawks will get it over the timeline, and McMahon now will set things up. McMahon working with Cole Spear. Spear has scored once today. His underhand stopped by Clayton. Loose ball. Tried to hockey that into the net. No go. Crease called, and Paris now will go to work. Under a minute to go in the man short. Stripped. And Whitby now will bring it back. No numbers. Good transition defense from the Riverwolves. Lee out there in the box with Burton. Jamie McMahon. And the far corner is Whitty. Fresh clock, rebound, loose ball, picked up off the carpet by the Steelhawks, and they'll go back to work with 20 seconds to go. Overhand, stopped. Clayton now will look for an outlet, slide out of that crease to avoid the 4 seconds and get it up. Burton fakes, dancing on the timeline, does a good job to swim out of it. Looking to dump it off, but not the best pass to Matt Lee, and Whitby now will come away with it as the penalty expires. We're all even 5-on-5. Pass looking for McMahon. We'll get it, dump it off. Go to work on the left side. Hutchinson, been quiet here today. Looking for an opening, shot on the run blocked. Good job by Hutchinson, though. He did all he could to slow up that potential transition attack from Paris, and the Riverwolves, though, will get the ball and set up on offense. Elder will dump it off to Pike, Pike to Keene. Keene working with Burke, gets a screen, can't get open. Defenders all over him. Flips it to Burke. Burke can't corral it. Pike there to pick it up, can't do it. In transition, the Steelhawks, good speed, but can't find the mark. Back come Paris. Pike trying to get off that big shot. Fake goes back, comes back, and that's going to be a crease ball. Actually, they say that it went off the screen, and it's Paris ball. And they'll get a fresh clock, go back to work. 7-6, Riverwolves leading here. And crease called, no goal. So Smith denied again. He too has been quiet with just one goal here in this game. And a little too casual. Good play there by Burton. Burton on a breakaway, goes down low. Big goal by Travis Burton. Taking advantage of a rookie mistake from Matt Kim. So a bit of a rookie mistake there, and the Riverwolves capitalize. And they regain that 2-goal advantage, leading this one 8-6. Steelhawks bring it back on the run. Tough shot. And a good one to find the mark. I don't think Nolan Clayton saw it. And it's 8-7. Back to the circle here as the Steelhawks strike quickly and keep this a 1-goal game. Just when you think the Riverwolves are going to blow this thing wide open, Whitby comes back and slows the roll, and a bit of a high stick there, not called, dancing on the timeline. That's going to force a turnover, and Whitby now will bring it back. Riley Palmer will dump it off, find his way to the bench. Cody McMahon will come back on. That goal was Garrett Eady that found the mark and closed the gap, now 8-7. Fresh clock for the Steelhawks. And they go to work. Eady looking to find a gap in the screen, loses his stick. And good speed the other way. And dump off Jamie McMahon. Stopped by Bailey Brown. Brown the outlet. Steelhawks over the timeline, and it's Hutchinson. He will set the offense here for Whitby. 7:10 to go. That pass dumped off, thrown errantly into the corner. Steelhawks, though, all over it. And Eddie all fighting hard. And Blaze McCullough with enough of it to regain possession, and we will have our officials timeout. Riverwolves will go back to work here, leading by 1, 8-7. We're in the third quarter. Lance went along with JVI Productions. Glad to have you here for the ride. Been a very entertaining game up to this point, as there have been plenty of vision-wear power plays and a penalty shot, as the Steelhawks now will try and get it over the timeline and go back to work. 6:20 to go here in the third. McMahon will dump it off to the right side. Eady looking for some room, and that shot will go off a defender, and it'll be a fresh clock for Whitby. Grant Scott out there on the right side. They're back to the left side. Good job by Burton, and he forces the turnover, and it'll be Whitty. Whitty thought better of it, curved, waits, dumps it off to Drake Smith, working one-on-one. Smith on the half boards, waits for Burke. Burke draws a crowd, flips it to Keene. Keene will wait now as Logan Holmes will come in. Pike had an opening, curled back, has a defender all over him. Good defense, as they don't allow Pike to get that shot off. Whitby with a great defensive set there, as they'll move it up now in transition. They have numbers, 3-on-2. Can't dump it down low quick enough. Paris responds with some good defense of their own as they corral the loose ball, and they'll move it up. Jamie McMahon will trot over the timeline and flip to Burke. Burke to Smith. Smith looking for an opening. Bad pass and a turnover. And here come the Steelhawks. Good save. Clayton just dipped the pad. Back the other way. Quick speed up the middle was Matt Lee. Couldn't hang on to the pass, and back the other way. Good spin move there from Kim. Lee and Kim, of course, new additions to the Arena Lacrosse League, and doing a good job showing their skills here in their first game in the All. Steelhawks. Eady curls out. Hutchinson Grant Scott from way out. Got it on the mark, and they'll get a fresh clock. That's shoveled down into the corner and picked up. 20 on the clock, overhand, stopped by Clayton. Ball loose, picked up by, good save, off the toe. And a good job by Rob King. The big man pulls his way over the timeline, dumps it off. In transition, quick shot, big save by Bailey Brown. Outstanding goaltending at both ends. 8-7 here with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And that's an 8-second call, and Paris now will get possession. Burke, Smith. Smith trying to use that screen, finds a trailer. Dumped off, Pike again with the under move. Can't get open. Keene winds up. Dan Keene finds the mark with the underhand, and it's 9-7 Riverwolves. So Keene's first of the season comes at a very opportune time, as that will restore the 2-goal cushion for the Riverwolves, and they now off the draw get possession. Burton. Flip to Burke. Burke on the run. Good stop by Bailey Brown. And that's picked up and moving up the other way. Come the Steelhawks looking for an opening. And a good job, McMahon. Peels out of the double team. Dumps it off. Shot on the run. Stopped by Clayton. And a good job to get that ahead was Jonah Beam, and a breakaway for Rob King, stopped by Bailey Brown. So Brown keeping his team in it. That could have been a big momentum change there, as Degerden, double teamed in the corner, manages to get it out. Good job there. 10 on the shot clock. Making a move, and a good shot in the corner. And a good job by the Steelhawks to close the gap now, 9-8. Matt Kim's first Arena Lacrosse League goal. And it closes the gap to 9-8 with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. No surprise, this rematch of the championship, the number 1 and number 2 teams in the all last season, opening up season number 3 here, and certainly are not disappointing the crowd. Pike had an opening spin. Bailey, perfect position to make the stop, and he'll get the outlet. They're going to have to hurry to get it over the timeline, and they do. A good job, no. A little too casual was Jeff Fernandez, and back now come Paris on the flip. Desvo. Loose in the corner. Good battle as Steelhawks will pick it up and move it out. Give credit to Paxton LaRue. A defensive specialist did a good job there to get it over, but they could not maintain possession, and Burton will flip to Burke, and Burke will tee it up, stopped by Bailey Brown. Lugging it over the timeline and bringing it up is Kim. Ball loose, a scrum in the far corner, and thought he had it but didn't, and the Riverwolves will come away with it, and that was Lachlan Elder. Got it done. 20 seconds on the shot clock, and Burke to Keene. Keene lofts it to Pike. Pike with an opening. Big save by Bailey Brown. Riverwolves maintain possession. Burton saw an opening, couldn't handle the pass, and Brown will trap it, and that will do it here. After 3 quarters of play, it's the Riverwolves 9 and the Steelhawks 8. Set to go here for the final 15 minutes. Fourth quarter, 9-8 game in favor of the Riverwolves. And boy, oh boy, this has certainly been a good one here at both ends. As off the draw, it's McMahon one more time that will get it back into the Paris end, and They'll leg it out over the timeline. And looking for a cutter in Keene. His quick shot right on the logo for Bailey Brown, who, like his counterpart, Nolan Clayton, has been outstanding. Steelhawks bringing it back. And a good tic-tac-toe pass. And Kim on the crease, stopped by Clayton. And Steelhawks now will go back to work. Good look away, couldn't handle the pass. And Clayton will dump it out. Sorry, I said that was Kim. I'll have to correct that after as Pike gets taken down and recovers to get it back out. King. And Burke will now come out. Pike with 3 on the shot clock, takes a hard hit. Good defense by the Steelhawks. And that looked like it went off the post. And it did. Paris will get a fresh 30. Burke on the left side, taking it strong, and it looks like they're... So the home team Riverwolves strike first here in the fourth quarter to restore that 2-goal cushion. That's been the largest lead of the game for Paris. They trailed 4-0 midway through the first quarter and rallied for 3 and then another and tied it before the first quarter was over. Good defense by the Steelhawks, and Brown will send that pass the length of the court. Good break off the post. So able to beat Clayton but not the iron. And the Steelhawks now will go back to work on offense. Working the left side. Edie stopping and popping. Sorry, that was Fernandez. In traffic. Good job there, and it will be Whitby that comes away with it. Whitby will look for some help, dump it off. Pike on his wrong stick side will find his way to the left. Burke tee it up behind the net, putting on the air brakes, but not able to corral it and get it done was Desvo. And Steelhawks now back to work. That ball, another good save by Clayton. And he will send the Riverwolves back up and over the timeline. Burton, big swim move, has an opening. Goes to the far corner wide. Rebound, picked up by Burke. Double team, stripped. And the Steelhawks come away with it. Back the other way. Burke doing a good job of hustling back. Good hesitation shot, but stopped by Clayton. One-on-one, a good late stick check foils that opportunity. 11:30 to go here, and out of the bench, quick pass, down low, all kinds of time. Couldn't find the mark. Jamie McMahon back the other way. Riverwolves leading 10-8. Cross-rink feed to Burke. Burke looking for a screen from Keene. Kick it back to Pike, big fake. Curls around, harassed to Burke. Burke from way out, just wide of the mark. No reset, and no call on a bit of a high stick, and this isn't going to be pretty, but here we go. Logan Holmes. And that looked like Paxton LaRue and Logan Holmes did the dance, and they will find their way to the penalty box. So Logan Holmes and Paxton LaRue will get a breather, a well-earned breather, as that was a tilt of two big men throwing a lot of haymakers, and the Steelhawks now go back to work, trailing by 2. Hutchinson stopped by Clayton. We are just under 10 minutes, a no-look outlet pass. Good job there to keep it in by Fernandez. And Whitby now will get possession. So Whitby hoping that that's the spark they need here, as Cody McMahon been quiet since the first quarter. Hasn't done a whole lot, as he's been marked pretty tight. Shot on the run. Clayton made that one look easy. And back now will come Whitty. Burton dumps it off to Keene. Keene to Smith. Smith down in the right corner to the top to Desvo. Pike fakes, cross feed. Keene can't handle it. Good job to get on that, and headman it up was Kim. And Kim does a good job to stay in there. And he gets double teamed. Tries to make a tough move, and Medeiros will come out by himself. Breakaway. And he goes to the corner. Josh Medeiros, second of the game, and it's 11-8 for the Riverwolves. 9:34 to go here. Paris with their largest lead of the game, leading 11-8. And ball loose, kicked down, picked up, good quick pass, and stopped though by Clayton. I don't even think he saw that, as that ball's loose, and here come the Riverwolves. Elder will wait for the offensive troops, find Drake Smith, and he will look across to Pike. That pass in the middle, a bad one to Keene. Whitby does a good job to close that up, and they will bring it back up the other way. Fernandez out there. Dipping and doodling was Hutchinson. Swung over to the right side. Edie, a big shot. That ball again thrown away. And it'll be Bailey Brown that will send the outlet and move up the Steelhawks. 8:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hutchinson tries to swim, dumps it back. Edie looking down low, a good pass, but Clayton right there where he should be. Cut the angle down, no chance, no room, and it looks like Travis Burton not too pleased with what's transpired, and it looks like Burton is going to head to the box. Cole Spear at the top will work it around the horn. McMahon on the left shooter. Gets a touch, looking an opening, dumps it down low. There's a swing pass and a big shot. Perfect spot. Great save by Clayton as he shrugged that one off with the glove hand. Bounce shot again. Good shoulder save. McMahon, Jamie McMahon will leg it over the timeline and dump it off. He'll hustle his way off as it'll be Elder that will leg some time. Under 7.5 here to go in the fourth. Elder slips, recovers, and dumps it down low. Keene draws two defenders, trying to kill some of that clock, and a quick shot. Bailey Brown had to be awake for that And here come the Steelhawks now with a man advantage. Just under a minute to go in the power play. Cody McMahon at the top, works it around the horn. They'll work it on the right side. Swing it back out. Edie looking for an opening, will bring the overload. Bring it back to the right. Big shot and a better save though. Clayton made that one look easy as well. Steering that one off to the side. Steelhawks looking for an opening. Gap in that box. Another good shot, another good save. Reset, fresh 30. 24 seconds to go in the penalty. Edie at the top. Looking for room. Good stick check. Good big swarm and D from the, and not that time though. So a big shot, and it comes from Grant Scott. So Scott's first in the Arena Lacrosse League, first of the season. And Whitby still in this one, trailing 11-9. So a very timely power play goal from the Steelhawks as they pull to within 2. The Riverwolves here will regain possession and look to work some clock and try to fill that net and restore that 3-goal cushion. Keene comes barreling in, tries a tricky backhand. Doesn't work, but a good rebound corralled by Desvo, and he will again get on that loose ball, come underneath, and with the shot clock winding down, rifles it off the glass, and we will have ourselves the officials' timeout. Set to go here after the officials' timeout. 5:36 to go in the fourth quarter. Steelhawks could use another one here to close the gap. Trailing here by 2. Swinging around the horn. On the run. Good stop by Clayton. Rebound. Steelhawks. They'll go back to work with another fresh. Cody McMahon had a notion, pulled it back out. Look again for an opening. Shot goes off of the face mask of Travis Burton. And again, looking the overhand was McMahon. Shot clock winding down under 10. Good hit from Burton. Comes back out. Good pass. Can't find the mark. McMahon got to hurry now with 2 on the shot clock, and that shot goes wide, and Paris now will regain possession. 4:50 to go here in the fourth. 2-goal game with the Riverwolves leading in a rematch of last year's All-Cup Championship final. Burke, flip, Smith. Saw the double team, pulled it back out, got it to Keene. Keene, backhand pass to Smith. Smith looking for someone in the middle, instead turns it over, back the other way, good speed, but a good job on defense by Ryan Desvo as a bad pass from Clayton has the Riverwolves scrambling, but they recover. Burke, timely goal as the captain steps front and center, finds the mark for just the second time, and he restores the 3-goal cushion, 12-9 in favor of Paris. So we spoke off the top about the difference between this veteran team that Paris has and, of course, Whitby losing a couple of their big guns from last season. And just when Whitby seems to get close to closing the door, the Riverwolves have an answer. And, of course, their veteran in Burke knows exactly the right time to find the mark. They'll work some clock now as the clock now is 3:55. Look away pass. Good save by Brown. And back come the other way are the Steelhawks. Kim will peel out and find Hutchinson. Hutchinson, hesitation move, tries to dump it over the shoulder. Clayton will close that off, and it'll be crease ball. Paris will bring it back the other way. Pike. Smith. Down low to Keene. Keene looking for a screen from Burke. Dumps it back to Desvo. Pike shrugged off a defender, got the bounce shot off, couldn't find the mark. Burke dumps it down, quick shot, but they have a reset. Didn't know. And the Steelhawks, though, not to worry about the reset as they regain possession. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Steelhawks trailing by 3. Shake and bake, Fernandez kicks it back out. Sorry, that was Gutch Solinas, and a big shot there. Beats Clayton, and it's a 12-10 game. So my apologies to Gutch Solinas if I have avoided your name, or it seemed like that throughout this game, with the number change, as Garrett Eady will get credit for his second of the game, and the Steelhawks now trailing by 2 with 2:25 to go and possession. Whitby will work it around. Hutchinson looking for an opening, working one-on-one. Cross-court pass. Big shot goes wide. A good job there by Fernandez. No reset on the play. Better defense, though. That underhand goes wide. Good defensive set there from Blaze McCullough, as the Riverwolves now will regain possession with 2:01 to go here in the fourth. Pike to Keene. Keene will swing it around. Burke. His sidearm pass goes off a defender and over the timeline. Clayton will bring it up. Have to hustle over. Dumps it in the corner. Got no help from the rest of his team. And the Steelhawks now with the momentum. Trailing by 2. Minute 35 to go here. Down in the corner. McMahon, good hesitation. Pops it out. Hutchinson fakes. On the run. Wide. Looking to get the rebound, and he does. Hutchinson with an opening. Underhand. Stopped by Clayton. Tries to dump around, and crease called on the play. So timeout is called on the play. So Whitby will get the call as they trail 12-10 here with a minute 17 to go. So after the Steelhawks timeout, they have possession trailing by 2 with a minute 17 to go. They have pulled their goalie for the extra attacker, and they're going to play this one possession by possession here with hopes of popping one and making this one interesting. They'll work it around the horn. Looking to overload one side. Cutter comes. Bounce shot finds the mark. So a big goal drawn up nicely by Brad MacArthur and Gavin Prout. And just like that, it's 12-11. Garrett Eady with his third of the game. And we've got ourselves an interesting finish here as Medeiros will get out of traffic, find a wide open Burton, can't handle the pass. Ball loose. 3 Steelhawks there. And they still can't come up with it clean. Bailey Brown in there fishing, and he comes up with it. 45 seconds to go. Steelhawks are going to have to hurry to get it over the timeline. And they just do. Dylan Hutchinson. 35 seconds to go. Big shot. Clayton save. Ball loose. Jamie McMahon working on the crease. Dumped out in the middle. Picked up, though, and looks like timeout is going to be called on the play. And that is the case. So timeout Riverwolves with 27 seconds to go in a 1-goal game. So set the stage here with 27 seconds to go. Paris leading 12-11. And the net empty as the extra defender on, and they're going to run the double team, try to force a turnover. It's dumped into the corner. Keane will win the battle one-on-one. Doing a good job here. Under 10 seconds to go. Dumps it down in the corner to Burke. It gets dumped out, and a good job not even worrying about filling the net, as they're going to kill the time here. And the Riverwolves will hang on to a 12-11 win in a very entertaining game. Game 2 of the Arena Lacrosse League was a good one, and the Riverwolves will go to 1-0. The defending champion Steelhawks 0-1.